Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And we're going to take a break from the 20 from 1980 series. And I'm going to do a game that was requested by YouTube user Martin Hernandez. He requested a game called Radar Scope, which was created by Nintendo. This is also from 1980. And this was created by Shigeru Miyamoto, who also created Donkey Kong. In fact, Radar Scope was intended to be Nintendo's first Smash worldwide hit, and it just did not happen. It was not a particularly good game, but Donkey Kong the following year in 1981 was, and they reused the Radar Scope cabinets for the Donkey Kong machines, and they used that same style of cabinet for other popular Nintendo games like Popeye and Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, a number of other ones. But this is a kind of crappy Space Invaders type of game. You have 3 rows at a time, or well, up to, well, maybe not 3 rows, but they have a group of enemies at the bottom of the screen that move forward and backward, and you can only shoot them when they're most of the way forward. There's a total of 48 ships, or at least the game says there's a total of 48 enemy ships that come at you, and they will eventually dive down at you and shoot like crazy. They can shoot straight down, or they can also shoot diagonally, which kind of sucks. But your goal is to just eliminate all the ships. Over time, there are other ships that will, their main purpose is to reach the bottom. And you have a damage meter. Don't think that the damage meter means your damage, that you can be shot multiple times. No, you're a one-hit kill. That just means enemies that reach the bottom of the screen. Not these red ones that are the main enemies, but there's other enemies that will appear, and they're gray, and some of them are different colors, but they'll try to reach the bottom of the screen and fill up that damage meter. And once it reaches the top, enemies just park there. Those enemies that come down to the bottom, they'll just park there and get in your way, and if you touch them, you die. And that's incredibly annoying. Fortunately, it's only at the beginning here. See, it tells you to shoot 48 UFOs. Good luck. And yeah, there's just that one row of enemies, and they move forward towards you and backward, and eventually they'll start diving at you. You're kind of safe sometimes at the edges, and early on, the enemy shots will even go through you if they're flying at you diagonally when you're towards the edge. That grayish enemy that I just shot, that was one of the ones that can come to the bottom and fill up your damage meter. But really, it's hard to get your damage meter filled. I mean, just keep shooting the enemies and you won't have too much problems. When those enemies fly to the side after coming low towards you, and then they move up sideways, there's more gray guys. See, they added to my damage meter. When they fly back up, they're sitting ducks. You can just shoot them and they won't be firing at you. But yeah, this game was not very well thought through. Once you die, your damage meter is refilled back to the start. Shit, bastard. That wasn't particularly good. Oh well. But there's no bonus rounds or anything. You just go time it again and it just was not a very well thought out game, I don't think. And like I said, they thought that this was gonna be a big hit for Nintendo, and it wasn't at all. It's just not very good. Nintendo had some games before this, and Nintendo was a company long before this. But they had arcade video games before this. They made Space Firebird and a game called Sheriff. Space Firebird I thought was better than this, and I didn't think Space Firebird was that good a game. But I think they reused some of the sounds they had in Space Firebird. You'll hear the sound, this background music change a little bit as you progress on a level. As you start eliminating a good number of the bad guys, and you'll get an extra life at 7,000. And now I'm letting a bunch of guys hit the ground for the damage meter. And then there's like a homing guy. Fortunately, I just got my extra life at 7,000, so eventually they'll create this guy that homes in on you, and he's worth like 500 points. Now I'm on to level 3. A lot of this elements of this game made its way into Donkey Kong. The high score screen is the same. And some of the music samples were reused in Donkey Kong. Yep, that's my game. That's Radar Scope, and it sucks. In a moment, I'll show you what it looks like to have your damage meter filled up, and it's hard to do. It's hard for that to happen. You just keep shooting the enemies, and it takes a long time for that meter to fill up. And like I said, it refills. It goes back to the bottom when you die or when you clear a round, and you get to fill in your whole name, which is pretty cool. But this did see US release, I guess. I've never seen it, but kind of glad I didn't, because it sucks. And yeah, Nintendo thought it was going to be a huge worldwide phenomenon, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't that good a game. But fortunately, Donkey Kong came out the next year and made Nintendo some pretty good recognition. But yeah, let's have a look in just a second at what it looks like when your damage meter fills all the way up. It's kind of stupid. I mean, enemies just that come down just park there and wait for you to run into them, and then like any flying enemies will home in on you and make life miserable for you. And you'll hear that annoying buzz sound. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. Yeah, see that guy just parked there, and so I can run into him. Well, that's Radar Scope by Nintendo in 1980, and not a very good game, but fortunately Donkey Kong came out next year, and it was a huge success. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Radar Scope by Nintendo in 1980. I'll catch you later with another video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.